Hi, I'm Kermit the Alien, and you're watching Resto Roomba. "21 years ago, back in 2002, the Roomba product first hit the market. In 2003, however, Roomba hit the European market, and that's where I live. This year I was also born. Coincidence? In honor of the 20th anniversary of Roomba, as well as the 20th anniversary of my existence here on Earth, I've decided to celebrate by creating a new super festive robot. Being a 2000s kid, I feel super nostalgic about that era, mainly the music, as overall I'm a very music-oriented person. Usually accompanied by wild neon colors, the genre Eurodance stood out. Many songs are still being remade and get blasted in clubs to this very day all over the world. Put those two things with a Roomba together and you get my newest creation, Fluo. Being the short for the word fluorescence, meaning the emission of light by a substance that has absorbed light or other electromagnetic radiation. In human words, glow in the dark. This robot is going to be my most complicated paint job yet, as I'm thinking of every single way to make this robot shine, no matter if it's under bright light or in the dark, with some special UV features just like Cosmos. But first, before everything gets taken over by a neon craziness, let's look at the Roomba I have chosen. Meet Roomba Model 440. The perfect example of boring, with the truly original dusty colors, looking more like a 500 model without all the cool design features, but still being the worst 400 series. Even the box is trying to fool you and uses the newer 500 series design. Yes, this creation haunts us robot vacuum fans, not because it's kinda ugly, but because no model like this has been ever made. This Roomba is one of the only models without a dock. Oh mind ya, not even the ability to dock. You gotta charge it with a plain old cable. It has no dirt detect, despite it being present all over the Discovery series, or in other words 400 series. Oh, and don't let the bin fool you. Even though it's more similar to a 500 series Roomba with the round button and clear bottom, the inner workings are the exact copy of the far worse 400 series bin. Since, in my opinion, 440 is the most bland looking Roomba model, it only makes sense to make it the craziest, most colorful project I've ever made. Let's crack this bad boy open and look at the insides. As per usual, these are not the easiest devices to take apart and put back together, as the build wasn't modular yet. Everything sits under one cover, however with this robot I had no issue with the mechanics nor electronics, everything in a Roomba worked. I had to go back and forth to remove every component to prepare the body for a good clean, starting off with removing the bin, charging board cover, brush cage and the brushes themselves, as well as the small side brush. I noticed how clean and overall undamaged this robot was, making me wonder for how long has this device been in actual use. For the main cover to come off, I need the bumper out of my way, and to get rid of it, first I need to undo a couple of screws hidden all throughout the bottom of the robot and make sure to put them in separate containers, as they have different lengths, and I do not want to get them mixed. The bumper has a single connector that connects all the sensors together. I carefully disconnect it with needle-nosed pliers. Some screws were still holding the build shut, but after unscrewing them, everything came apart easily. The main cover is connected to the button panel, so I have to be extra careful as to avoid damage of the delicate wiring. I remove the IR sensor as well as the wall follow sensor from the bumper and set it aside. Now that we have our Roomba completely in the nude here, I need to take every part out for cleaning, which isn't the easiest as it involves messing around with basically what is wire spaghetti. The bin also gets torn apart with no mercy. Thankfully, it was pretty clean as well. Because almost every plastic part will be painted, I need it to be completely cleaned, as even the smallest dirty spot can lead to uneven paint and or paint chipping. Now, for the paint job, which blew Cosmos out the water in terms of difficulty. This is the last time we will have to look at this weird dusty blue color. The circle in the middle reminded me of a very common way to listen to music back in the 2000s, a CD. And to achieve this look, I need to separate this area from the parts I don't want painted yet. I used clear tape for that as I didn't have my liquid latex yet. I also protected the iRobot logo as I wanted to stay on the quote-unquote CD. After my primer dried, I painted the area black and sealed it with clear gloss varnish that I knew stayed sticky for some time after drying. This might sound like a bad thing, but here it is necessary since I'm gonna use glitter. I have this amazing holographic micro glitter, which when applied smoothly, creates a sort of linear hollow effect, similar to that of a CD. First, it's gonna look a bit patchy, so to get the effect even, I repeated the process a couple of times before sealing it in with a gloss varnish again. In the meantime, while this part was drying, I painted the front bumper, of course sanding it first because it had some deeper scratches. I prime it using white primer as I'm planning to use neon UV paint, and for it to show well I need a white background. Using the airbrush to get a nice gradient, I start out with pink in the middle, continuing all the way with all the colors of the rainbow. I mean, pink is not technically in the rainbow, but you know what I mean. It sure as hell did not turn out perfect as my airbrush decided to once again act up on me. I really need a new one. But since only a few elements of the rainbow will be showing, I moved on. Using tape as a guide, I painted two black stripes in the front, the lower one being thinner and the top one being thicker, then finished the design hand painting the rest with black. Give the black some depth and make the rainbow stripes stand out more, and to once again add some sparkle. I paint only the black part with gloss varnish and before it dries, sprinkle it with some black hollow micro glitter. I did the same thing for the top of the IR center lens. I want the bin button to match the front bumper, so once again I primed it with white primer, added some neon colors, painted the middle black and added black hollow glitter. Even though it seems I already went nuts with the paint job, check this out. Covering the CD area first with clear tape, I prime every inch of this robot with primer, counting the bin. Just like previously, I paint everything black, but this time I'm gonna leave it matte for it to stand out more. After everything dries, I spray the body shells with Mr. Super Clear UV Cut Flat, so I can sketch out my design using watercolor pencils directly onto the robot and then wash it away with ease. Using white paint, I made some cool, let's call them tattoos for the Roomba. Now, why all of a sudden did I make everything white again? just like previously, to use neon colors. But hold the line, this time, not only are they neon, they also glow in the dark. Some time ago I got these super cool glow-in-the-dark pigments, which actually glow different colors and not just green. Not only that, they also glow really brightly. Since only some of them had actual colors under normal light, I mixed these pigments with neon paint. And boom! Instant madness! What you may or may not know, every single design here is a reference to a popular 2000s Eurodance song. This one right here is the song Daddy DJ by Daddy DJ. Here we have 1, 2 Polizei by Modo. Bass Hunters Now You're Gone, along with Doda. Groove Coverage's God Is a Girl, as well as their Poison cover. A Touch of Classes Around the World. 3 hits by Scooter, even though their genre is more German hardstyle or hardcore than Eurodance per se, they still slap. And here we have How Much Is the Fish, Fire, and Which Light Switch Is Which. Blue by Eiffel 65 along with the whole Europop record, Gigi D'Agostino's L'amour toujours and The Riddle, Guru Josh Project's Infinity 2008, and last but not least, we have the legend Scatman John. To finish the paint job, I wrote the Roomba's name along with the words Best Hits 2002 to make it look like an old mixtape. Finally, let's put this craziness back together as I cannot wait to see this robot complete. And I'm sure you feel the same way as well. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to help the Alien Nation grow. Some big updates for the channel are coming soon, and you for sure don't want to miss them. Not even mentioning there's almost 3K of us here. Kermit the Alien signing out. I hope you have a nice day. Peace.